Hey guys, welcome back to Fun Fiero. My name is Andy Fiero.
And I'm Liz Fiero.
Hey guys, so a couple weeks ago, we did a video on getting to know us, where we told you guys a little bit more about us, who we are, kind of where we come from, as far as, our love and passion for Disney. And that's what this channel is about, is sharing our fun, love, and passion of Disney with you guys. But we asked in the comments, or actually we asked on the video, to leave in the comments what other questions that you guys may have for us that we can answer. So that's what this video is a follow-up to that getting to know us video, and so you guys can get to know us a little bit more.
So here we are, part 2, and let's just dive right in.
Let's do it.
So Christy Kidd asks, how long have we been married?
That's a great question, Christy. So we have been married 16 years, coming this December 4th, 2019. And we get to celebrate that, as you guys may already know, on our Disney cruise, our first ever cruise. It's going to be a Disney cruise, and right in the middle of the cruise is our anniversary.
Where I have several surprises planned. Booyah!
Which I can't wait to see. That's going to be so awesome. So, but yeah, guys, we're definitely going to be sharing that with you. But this is going to be so much fun. But yes, so 16 years, that's how long we've been married, coming up here. And of course, we're headed to infinity and beyond.
Right, because he came with a 90-day warranty. It expired, and I kept him.
Well, yeah, and she didn't even get the extended warranty. So
I know, right?
That's pretty good. All right, so question number 2, and guys, we're reading this off, so just make sure we get it right. The SEA asks, how many times have you been how many times have each of you been to Walt Disney World?
And I don't know, SCA. I know that's not a good question. We actually lived in Florida when Morgan was 3, and we had annual passes, and I wanted to get my money's worth out of the annual pass, so I dedicated time to make sure that every trip to Disney World was less than $1 a day. So Morgan and I almost went to the parks every day. So instead of going to a real park, they had parks at the parks that we could kind of hang out with. I just throw her in the car. It was 45 minutes from doorstep to walking into the Magic Kingdom, and we'd go and ride the teacups and Dumbo and Goofy's Barnstormer when she was tall enough. So,
and sometimes even just go play on the playground at Disney World.
Sometimes just go play on the playground at Disney World, and there I could just soak up the magic. So I'm gonna come down on this side of over 400 times.
Yeah, just to make sure we put this, if you guys are trying to do the math, the annual passes did not cost nearly as much as they do, right? They were less than half of what they are now.
Plus, we were Florida residents, so that helped out too. But I used to travel for work before Andy and I met and got married. So I traveled a lot to Florida, so I had an annual pass for years. And when I was on business, I would just go by myself to eat dinner at Disney World and hang out and have a good time, and then run back to wherever I was in Florida. So if I was within 2 hours, I'd be driving over. So I'm going to say over 400 times.
Yeah, easily same for me. So as a kid, as you guys know from our other video, I went down pretty much from the time I was 2 to the time I was 18. Every single year, and my aunt and my grandmother would take me and my brother over there, and we had a great time. But then we met, and of course we got married at Disney, and that's in that first video, which I will link that video here for you guys. But we definitely went down every single year, and then we ended up having, for work, we got to move down there. We got to be there for a year, which was awesome. And I went every single weekend.
Right. Morgan
sometimes
and I
twice.
Went way more.
Yeah. I mean, they went during the weekdays, everything. It was great.
This is what happens when you have no friends and your relatives are a state away, and you just go to Disney World a lot.
Yeah. It was incredible.
It was awesome.
I hope that answers your question. But yeah, I mean, north of 400, 500.
Yeah, I'd say for you,
definitely. For sure. Yeah. So next question, moving on. The SEA also asked, which came first, the chicken or the egg? What are your thoughts?
Well, the chicken begets the egg, so the chicken came first.
I'm just going to say yes.
There we go. Alrighty. Now the SEA also asks, if we could visit any international Disney park, which one would we visit?
Go ahead.
Alrighty. So I've already been to Disneyland Paris. Awesome. Definitely would go back. But because I've already been to Paris, I would have to say that Tokyo Disney, I'm all in.
Yeah, and Disneyland and Tokyo Disneyland Sea.
Yeah.
Both of those, I'm definitely very interested to go, especially with the whole Jules Verne, kind of motif there. It's
So then the answer becomes any international Disney park.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Okay.
any
all
of them.
of them. Yeah. Okay, that's good.
but definitely Tokyo Disney for sure. Okay, so the SEA also asked if you could create a brand new experience at Disney, what would it be? So I'm gonna say like a Disney World experience is kind of where my brain went with that. So
That's because we always go to Disney World.
true.
Okay. It's really kind of a hard question. You wouldn't think it would be, but it is. Great
Yeah.
question, though.
Yep.
And I would have to say, because I am a little bookwormy, nerdish, geeky. So the actual, and kind of they've already done it, but I've just never had a chance to attend, is they actually give classes at Disney World. So it's the Disney Institute, I think is what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And you can take cooking classes and topiary classes and other things. So yeah, I would love a day of Chef Disney or Chef Mickey. I would love a day of Chef Mickey, where I go in and
Wow.
get to cook with Mickey and get that whole immersive experience, and then of course grab the cookbook and bring it home and do those recipes at home.
I can
So
see
that
that.
would be my favorite experience.
And I know they offer some cool Disney cooking classes, but you're like specifically Chef Mickey.
Chef Mickey, and
well,
you're
obviously
in the
Mickey's not
kitchen.
going to tell you
And
how to
I would
cook
take
anything.
a Chef Minnie too.
Oh,
I'd be
yeah.
okay with that. That'd be
That
awesome.
sounds
Chef
really
Mickey
cool.
and
But
Minnie.
like world class chefs, and then
Yes.
with Mickey in there, kind of like being like your cheerleader.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
That'd
so
be
cool.
so great. And then just bring that magic home and have, like I said, the cookbook and everything to like recreate those memories here.
That would be
I
so
think that'd be awesome.
All right, so I had a really hard time with this question, and I
It's a hard
spent a
one.
lot of time thinking about it. And then when Disney Plus came out, it all came together for me on this, especially with like Waking Sleeping Beauty, which is a
awesome.
great documentary, but also the Imagineering story, which is just another just awesome, great documentary. But what I would do for a new experience at any of the parks or all of the parks, but especially like Walt Disney World, where we tend to kind of go more often, I would like there to be some kind of not even like a behind the scenes, but just a kind of a almost like what they used to do with the animation walkthrough.
Oh, that was my favorite.
At Hollywood Studios or MGM when it was MGM.
Yeah. I love that one where you
that
just
was-
walk through and see them actually working, and it was behind the scenes. And
But even
it'd be what they
more.
were working on for their current movie. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, but even more. So like to even go more in depth. To actually have an Imagineer come out and talk to us, and kind of give us some like maybe not all, don't give us all the secrets, just, keep the magic magical, but some of the things that maybe they could afford to give away, the little secrets for those who are interested, but not have it be something that you have to pay extra for, but something that the entire public that goes to the parks. I mean, obviously you pay to get inside the parks, but to be able to go through that experience and really get to see how that magic is created. And I think that would be so
cool.
awesome.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a behind the scenes tour of all the technical pieces and parts that make Disney work and function, and the parks work and function.
Yep.
Once again, just geeked out on everybody. Sorry, but I would like to see that.
I'd like
I think
for
that'd
them
be
to
really
bring
cool.
back the well, now they do the Keys of the Kingdom, but they used to do the tour actually going down into the into the caverns of Disney,
Yes,
of Magic
the
Kingdom.
underbelly of Disney. Yes, the secret
would be
part
really
of the tunnels.
cool.
That would be really cool too.
All right, so
Okay.
moving on though. Next question would be, and this is again, wow,
From
the SEA.
The SEA is apparently curious. We love you. Nice.
Favorite quote of Walt Disney. Yours
Easy.
is easy. So.
Absolutely easy. It's fun to do the impossible, Walt Disney. And that is my mantra, my motto at work every day. It kind of pushes me through and helps me just reaching for those unattainable goals that suddenly, bam, why they're attainable if you work hard enough.
Yep. I agree. That's exactly, I mean, same quote. I mean, it's fun to do the impossible
Yes.
because there would be no Disneyland, there would be no Walt Disney World, there wouldn't be the Imagineers who constantly think of what would Walt do, what would Walt want to see. And that's what they do. They have to literally do the impossible.
Every day.
And it's so amazing.
All right, but my second favorite quote, I will have to say, is that quote is that it all started with a mouse. So always remember who you are, and that even from really, really small, humble beginnings, you can grow something fantastic.
Yes.
That's my second favorite.
Yep.
So that way we give you two instead of him just copying mine.
Yo, I'm going to copy her second one too.
Oh, yeah, there
you go. All right.
Great minds think alike.
So, second to the last question. Okay. This is something that we were asked by friends of ours. What is your favorite season to visit Walt Disney World?
Okay. My favorite season, it's going to be Christmas.
I'm going to copy you. It's Christmas.
See, I know, man. It is. Well, we got married at Christmas time at Disney World.
Yep.
You've got the lights. You've got the music. You've got all the different Christmas stories at Epcot where you can go and have it's the musical that they do. They get down and do all the Christmas carols there. Where you can sit down and have dinner, and just everything about the parks is just lit up. And it used to be when you went in December that nobody else was there.
Nobody.
So
it was the slowest time of the year for Disney.
It was the slowest time of the year. And coming from Georgia to Florida, normally that's how we'd be traveling.
Yep.
It was warmer, because Florida's never all that cold. So it'd be definitely warmer than back home. And, oh, man, just, yeah, the lights, even the Osmond family Christmas lights that they used to do, and just decking everything out.
Do miss those.
Love it.
Do you know what we get to do for the first time ever this Christmas season at Disney? At Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. So first of all, we get to do Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party for the first time. But do you know what else we get to see for the first time ever in our lives?
Well, for the first time in forever, what do we get to see?
We get to see it snow on Main Street, USA.
That's true. Though we did get to see that for the Osmond's Christmas lights.
But that was at Hollywood Studios.
It was at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
And they did the snow soap there. But we've never seen the Snope at the Magic Kingdom. All right, you're right on that.
That's so awesome.
And the gluten-free treats and hot chocolate.
Now, what we have seen when we lived in Florida for the 1 year is we did get to see it snow in Florida.
It's because bad weather follows us.
Because, it never snows in Florida. Yeah.
Except that if we go, the bad weather follows us. We're
and
lucky
the
that
last question, again from a friend of ours. I'll let you ask it.
Alrighty. When you go to the Magic Kingdom, do you go left? Do you go right? Or do you go straight down the middle?
And?
Well, because I, being a nerd, geek, hey, I'm just an intelligent person. Most people psychologically... Most people...
All right,
people go right when they walk into the park. So I, therefore, head left because other people are going right. So that way I think there'll be less people on those rides. Mm-hmm. And then we all kind of meet up where it's 12 o'clock at the top of the park. So by the time you get to Haunted Mansion, everybody's at the same. Yep. You don't have any advantage there.
So mine has changed. So when I was a kid, I always wanted to go left. I did. I always wanted to go left as a kid because that's where my favorite ride in the whole wide world at the time was.
Which also proves he's backwards.
Yeah. Yeah. But the Pirates of the Caribbean was there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was my favorite ride as a kid. And I mean, of course, it's still one of my favorite rides. But I mean, that was the one. Like, you go to Disney World, you got to go to Pirates of the Caribbean. And so
the Treehouse was also on the way.
Yes, the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse.
Yeah,
yep.
so there you be that
so
one too.
Always went left.
And the Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, but I didn't do that a lot as a kid. Believe it or
true.
not.
That's
yeah,
true.
I do have one of my best memories of Disney was at the Jungle Cruise. Which we get to go see the Jingle Cruise this year. That's going to be cool.
I saw a famous celebrity at the Jungle Cruise.
Oh, yeah? Who?
Michael Jackson. Okay. So and I was like, but as a child, when we saw Michael Jackson, I just remember being very angry that they stopped all of us so that we couldn't get on the boat. And then he was allowed to come out from nowhere to get on the boat. And it was just like, what the hey? Who is that person? And then we realized, that's Michael Jackson. and then we scooped our.
Wasn't that right when Captain EO
chin.
was just like kind of like coming in?
Yes, so
Well, that
he was
explains
there
a lot.
doing. Yeah, but yeah, we like scraped our chins off the floor, and then we were like looking at Michael Jackson and gawking as he was going out of the boat, and
So cool.
yeah, it was a close celebrity brush.
Well, now I go right. So I went left as a kid,
Okay.
and now I go right. And
Right,
the reason
Well, it would have been
to
Stitch,
the purple
but
wall. No, that's not
definitely
why.
Space
but-
Mountain.
Yes, totally. Space Mountain
Yeah.
and the Astro Orbiters and you know
Yeah.
and the People Mover. Like these are just things that like I run to now. These are things that I try to take my time and walk down, enjoy the magic, and seeing Cinderella's castle and coming around that corner and seeing Cinderella's castle and taking in all the
Awesome.
magic. But then I'm like through Main Street USA and I am running to Space Mountain. So that's
True. That's true.
Anyways, but hey guys, that's us. A little bit more of
A
us.
few more answers.
But please, guys, if you ever want to know anything about us, leave it in the comments. We want to get to know you guys better too, and we've enjoyed doing that through these couple of videos. So, but thank you so much for watching. And I will say this, guys, that we cannot wait to share even more with you guys coming up here real soon. But until next time, get out there. Oh, and if you will, actually, if you don't mind, please give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. It helps us grow, of course. But until next time, get out there, have some fun, and we'll see you on the flip side.